Yeah, you know, this time of the year, you start to prepare for the cold, the winter. Campfire feels great, but as winter comes on more and more, well, you know what it's like. You've been out there, cross-country skiing or hiking in the dead of the cold of the winter when that wind is blowing through you and that cold stabs right through your clothes. Your nose starts to freeze, your ears start to freeze, your fingertips start to freeze. Yeah, it's pretty rough country up here. And midwinter, very strange. Very strange. No, nothing like the rest of the year. Even up there in the Arctic. Strange things done in that midnight sun by men who moiled for gold. Those Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the barge at Lake Lamarge. They cremated Sam McGee. Sam McGee. He was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. Though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell. One Christmas day we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold. To the Parker's fold, stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close and the lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun. The only one to whisper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, dogs were fed, stars o'erhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me. "Vince," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I want to ask that you don't refuse my last request." Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. And he says with a sort of moan, "It's the cursed cold. And it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead. It's the awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear through foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains." Now, a friend indeed is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. And at the streak of dawn we were up and gone. God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched to his sleigh, and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. Before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. Oh, there wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, harrow-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, "You may tax your bone and brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate those last remains." Now, a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were numb, in my heart how I cursed that load. In the long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring yelled out their woes to the homeless snows. God, how I loathed the thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavier and heavier grow. On I went, though the dogs were spent, and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad, I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in, and I'd often sing to the hateful thing. It hearkened with a grin. Till I came to the marge on Lake Labarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw on a thrice it was called the Alice May. I looked at it, and I thought a bit. Then I looked at my frozen chum. And here, said I, with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. Oh, the furnace roared, and the flames just soared. Such a blaze you seldom see. Then I bored a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I took a hike, for I didn't like to listen to him sizzle so, and the huskies howled, and the heavens scowled, and the wind began to blow. Oh, it was bitter cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And his greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking through the sky. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, till the stars came out, and they danced about. Then again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked. It's time I looked. Then the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar, and he wore a smile, you could see a mile, and he said, please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been wrong. Oh, there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was a night on the barge at Lake Lamarge. I cremated Sam McGee.
Yeah.